Good morning, people. I just landed in your town.
That's why. That's why I
There
can't
we
hear
go.
anything. Because there's no sound. 357 is what this is.
Yes.
Holy... I can't believe I did that. Usually never mind. It's fine. It's
Happy
fine.
Thanksgiving.
I've been running around. I've been running around since
Run around.
Gobble, gobble.
I no longer have to try to attempt the turkey noise. I got it. We got it in the board now.
Nice.
I've been running around since 9 o'clock this morning.
Damn.
Getting crap done. But welcome back.
Woo! Yeah.
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 I assume we all survived
I did.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yep. Wasn't easy, but I survived.
How? I think we're all in anticipation.
Yes.
What happened with the pies?
One turned out good.
Oh.
It was a big hit.
Okay.
The other one, not so much.
Which one was which?
The good one was the coconut cream pie.
Okay.
The bad one was the chocolate cream pie.
And what was bad about the chocolate?
Well, the instructions didn't match the ingredients that I was given to me.
The
So I just
instructions didn't match the ingredients.
I just winged it.
You winged it?
It was very thick and a little dry.
I don't know if you can wing it when it comes to pie.
Well, I did.
He winged the pie.
I did.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Well,
But
now I know next time not to do that. I should have used the directions for the other pie for the second one, and it would have came out better. But
that's the amusing thing. It's like, oh yeah, I screwed that up, but I know not to screw that up again.
I want to make the same mistake once.
Yeah.
So
So
it was good though. I mean, no one died.
no one died.
No one got sick. So just a little dry. Drink some water. It'll be all right.
Drink some water.
Some milk. So yeah,
I have
you have a story.
a few. Well, I have a few gifts. The gifts are slowly trickling in for the holidays.
Nice.
So I said, well, Jay's not home. I'm gonna wrap up the couple that I have for him.
All right. Now you did all your shopping online.
Excuse me very much. I do shop online.
Yeah.
Anything that I think I need to get in a store, I try to do before Thanksgiving because I don't like setting foot in a store after Thanksgiving. It's just too
much.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at Thanksgiving yesterday, and of course I brought the cough with me,
Yeah.
and because I couldn't leave it at home.
No.
And my nephew's wife, her grandfather was there. He's this little old fella.
Old fella.
And he very much old school, old country, and he goes, "Oh!" And he can't see, so he's visually impaired. And he looks at me and
Is he legally blind?
He's
Or
got the cane. So he looks in my direction and he goes, "Oh, that doesn't sound good." And I said, "It doesn't feel good either." And he goes, "Oh." He goes, "Do you know what you do for that?" And I said, "I can't imagine
from
what
the
I do
old
for
country?
that." Yeah, oh, yeah.
One of the big ones.
Then he goes, "Do you drink?" And I said, "No, but I'm thinking about starting." And Jay started
It's on my
laughing.
list of things to do.
Yeah, it's on my to-do list.
Bucket list.
And he's like, "What you have to do is get like a hot toddy. Do you have hot toddies?" And I was like, "I've never had a hot toddy in my
What's a
life."
hot toddy?
It's a
I heard
like
of it.
a Christmas beverage. Like people have them at Christmas time.
What's
like
the
holidays.
ingredients?
I assume rum. I gotta be honest with you, that wire hanging up is pissing me off.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
There we go.
All right.
But I said no, I don't drink. But I can start.
Okay.
So he gave me the list of ingredients for his remedy cough medication.
Yeah.
And I was laughing a little bit, and he goes, This is the best part, right? So it's like rum, a bunch of other shit. And he goes, take it to your bedroom. He's like, sit in the bed. He's like, you drink, you put next to bed. He's like, then lay in bed. And he's like, you out for a while. He's like, when you wake up, no cough.
Okay.
Are you gonna try it?
No, I'm not gonna try it.
Why
There's
not?
too much booze. There's too much booze, Sean. I'm afraid what would happen to me. My God, I was cracking up though. Every day, and then he made me
virgin hot toddies.
virgin hot toddy. And then every time that I coughed, I apologized because I got all self-conscious about it. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll stop drinking.
Hot toddy.
Yeah.
I don't look that up. Sean?
So,
I'm kidding.
going back,
Mhm.
I decided to wrap gifts. So I opened up a gift, and this was from a very popular shipping company.
All right.
And I opened it up. It was something I had bought for Jay, and it was not the thing I bought.
Oh.
And I went, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm like, and I was sitting there looking at it, I was like, maybe I could still give it to him. like,
You won't know.
well, he doesn't know what I intended to buy.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah. So I was like,
I thought about doing this.
and then I said no, because the thing I wanted to get him was really nice, and I'm like, I don't know the quality of this product, so I said I'm gonna have to return it.
For a full refund.
So I contacted said company,
Yeah.
and I have to ship that back to them. So all I got to do is go to the UPS store, and they're like, they take it and scan it, and they're like, you're done.
Charge for it?
No, I'm not gonna get charged at all.
I don't know.
And they're shipping me what I was supposed to have, and I'm supposed to have that Sunday.
Nice.
So I'm like, this fucking thing
That's a
better
quick
show up.
turnaround.
I know. Well, if they shipped me the right thing to begin with,
Yeah, well,
we wouldn't have had this problem.
people make mistakes.
Mistakes
happen.
Mistakes do happen
Yes, they
with
do.
pies.
Yes.
We made Breakfast Thanksgiving morning.
All right. What'd you make?
Well, I made bacon.
All right.
I usually make bacon in the oven because I don't like the pop.
I don't like it spitting at you.
Yeah. It gets
even with those little covers that you put over the pan. It's supposed to stop the spitting.
No.
Okay.
So I usually cook it in the oven.
Okay.
So I put it in the oven. I was fine.
Nice.
I did corned beef hash, which I like, and I'm the only one who likes it. So it's all for me. Now, I walked out of the room to do something, and I came back. And Jay, first of all, I have a secondary story about the eggs.
Okay.
But Jay was getting the eggs ready.
How you like your eggs?
I'm not just scrambled. You're just gonna
Wet
scramble.
or dry?
I like mine cooked.
Wet or dry? I guess dry. I don't. So he was getting the eggs ready, and then I was just gonna throw them in a pan and scramble eggs.
Okay.
And he was whisking them,
Making a souffle?
and I came in. I was like.
Scrambled?
I was like, who the fuck let Gordon Ramsay in my house? I was like, why are you whisking the eggs? Well, they're gonna. I want them scrambled. Yeah, you can do that with a fork.
He wants to be fancy.
He wanted to be fancy. He wanted to dirty an extra dish. I was so bad. I'm like, I hate cleaning the whiskey thing.
The whiskey.
The whiskey thing. I hate it.
It's like the whiskey thing.
Not the alcohol.
The shit because it's it's all
Wires.
Yes, and it gets shitty. It's
I had to use
oh.
that for the pie to make it with the pie.
See, it's a bitch to clean, isn't it?
You just lick it off.
Jesus Lord. So.
One for me, one for you.
So Jay, I was concerned that we didn't have enough eggs for breakfast.
Oh.
But this was not a concern that I shared with him.
How many
But
eggs do you
apparently,
like?
Well, I didn't know how many I had.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't know. And I don't know. I didn't know what we were making. Oh, and Jay made these Johnny cake things, which is like a
Johnny
pancake, but with cornmeal or some shit.
So cornbread?
No, it's like it's almost like a pancake, but it's thicker. So, apparently Jay also had this fear.
Oh.
So, a work friend of his, who had not yet bought his turkey, was going to Stop and Shop or someplace to buy his turkey.
On Thanksgiving Day?
On Wednesday, the
Oh.
day before Thanksgiving. The worst possible time to go. So he said to Jay, I'm going to go, maybe it was his lunch break or something. He said, I'm going to go buy a turkey real quick. So Jay goes, hey, while you're at the store, can you buy me some eggs?
Nice.
Right? So the guy goes, yeah, sure, no problem. So Jay hands him all the paper money he's got in his pocket. He's like, here you go. Because he didn't know how much eggs cost. So he's like, just toss some money to this guy.
Prices are crazy.
So he's like, here you go. So the guy goes to the store. He comes back and he, connects with Jay. And he goes, hey, with the amount of money you gave me, I bought you 18 eggs.
Oh.
Nice.
I was like, are you
That's a lot of
fucking
eggs.
seriously? Yes, that's a lot of eggs. So I said,
You
So-
cooking for a restaurant?
we were making breakfast, and I said, let's use up some of these eggs. Jeez.
How long does the egg last? Like, is there an expiration date for eggs?
I'm sure there must be. Yeah.
There is on the carton.
Shake it
Yeah.
up. Still good.
Yeah.
It's still in there.
Well, I think they get like, I don't know, weird.
They get weird.
I think eggs get weird if they sit too long. Weird eggs. Yeah.
You had to get cage-free, farm-fresh.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
Organic eggs.
I give less
Being
than
organic
shit.
comes from a chicken's ass. How fresh can you?
I'm not really inclined on that.
Last time I got eggs, I got the extra large eggs.
Yeah.
Some of them had 2 inside the egg.
Double yolks.
Damn.
Twins.
That's
Nice.
They were having twins.
You murderer.
gross.
Double murder.
I felt bad when I'm looking at 2 eggs in the pan. Like, oh,
Hey,
they were
double
having
yolk.
twins. And that happened
No.
a couple times to me.
No, don't feel bad. They're unfertilized.
But when they were done cooking and I was ready for my fried egg sandwich, I was like, all right, I don't feel bad anymore. 2 for 1.
Nice.
About to have a sandwich.
Mm.
So what else is new?
Well,
Mm.
I was gonna go to the mall and visit Santa and ask him for a new lift, but they came and fixed my lift finally.
No
Wow.
fucking way.
About time.
Yeah, I know.
That is crazy. I don't even have a thing for that.
The chair.
On Wednesday, it took them like less than 2 hours and it was fixed. I'm like, what the fuck?
It took them like 2 months to get to it, and
No,
then 2
more than
hours to
that.
fix it.
It was like almost 3 months. It's ridiculous.
Cheering?
So I was.
I don't know.
Pause?
It's too late now. It's too late
Pause?
now.
There you go.
There you go.
So I moved all my stuff back into my bag.
Yay!
Got my radio going. It's awesome.
He said, "Got my radio."
Yeah. Well, I've had to be out front with and listen to their music.
And what kind of music was their music?
La la la.
Really
la,
weird
la,
shit.
La 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 la.
Okay.
Like old crooner stuff like Frank Sinatra, and then you get a little bit of Spanish stuff, and then you get a little bit
Wrong
of
with Frank Sinatra.
No, I like Frank Sinatra, but
I don't know if I
Not
can
when
listen
you're
to it.
working.
all day.
I don't think I can listen to it all
and then
day.
there's some Spanish music, Great rendition.
I dance,
Really obscure
around my
music.
Mexican hat. I dance, and that's the end of that.
So my radio's got a CD player, so I can no commercials, put CD in, boom.
CD.
I hate commercials.
CDs.
That's right.
My goodness, if you had a little Bluetooth radio, you could just hook your
Yeah,
phone
but it's
up.
commercials.
No, okay. I'm sorry.
I don't have
We get
commercials.
enough ads with YouTube. Why do we
I
need
know.
them with music?
I'm not gonna pay for music. It's free. So yeah,
If it's free.
I'm happy. Got all my
Well,
stuff.
that's good.
Got my baby back
Now,
all by myself.
That I would like.
I like I like people bothering me and you know.
So
Now to see that freaking guy that comes by who wants to into the vape anymore. He goes by every day like a stray cat.
Joe sent me a picture of this gentleman, right?
Yeah.
And my thing is that he had a jacket on. So I said, if he has someone to help him put a jacket on, why can't they do the vaping for him?
I don't know. Vaping and drinking.
I don't know.
And the vape is weed vape. So he gets high and he gets drunk and then he takes off in his little cart. He's drinking and driving.
He's really under the influence.
That's right.
Twice.
Drinking and wheeling.
I think it's pretty quick though. I
Hey,
was like, damn, like turbo.
put a proper motor in that thing.
There you go.
So who charges that up for him?
I don't know.
That's right. It must need some sort of charge.
You'd think.
I don't even know the guy's name.
What do you do? Go find one of those stations that you plug a Tesla in or something?
Probably. He goes around to all the shops and like vapes and drinks. All the
Vapes and drinks. I don't know.
so by like half the day he's already hammered.
There's my buddy Joe.
I ignore the guy. I see him, I'm like, ah, jeez.
That's probably best. You make eye contact, then you're just stuck.
You're fucked.
It's like, oh shit.
Oh no, carolers, no.
Okay.
You
So Sunday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
I was on my way to my parents, right? So I get halfway there, and my tire pressure light comes on.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, well, that's not good.
It's not.
So
Any
there's
light that shows up is not good.
no, I don't like any light to come on.
Me either.
So there's a Cumberland Farms, right, kind of in their neighborhood. So I had to pass right past it.
Yep.
So I pull into Cumbies, and I pull up to the air thing. And as I'm pulling in, a gentleman pulls in prior to me, and he parks right in front of the fucking air thing. So I'm like, rude, because I need the air.
Maybe he needed air too.
Well, we'll get there. So I pull up next to it, and I'm like, I bet I can still get there with the hose. So I get out, and I stand in front of the machine, and I'm contemplating life. Everything that I've done wrong.
Contemplating life or slashing his tires?
No, just contemplating my life.
I've been thinking about slashing his tires.
And I'm like, And all of a sudden, this guy, the guy who had pulled in, comes out of the store, and he's walking toward me.
No.
And he goes, oh, you've got the same problem as me, huh? And I said, that depends. What's your problem? And he goes, tires. I said, yeah, apparently I do. So then he looks at me and he goes, well, if you let me go first, I only have to put air in one tire.
So do you.
He goes, so you can have the air after me.
Oh, free air.
So I said, yeah, okay, no problem. I mean, it's fine. I didn't even know which tire was the problem. So I'm like, I'm probably going to be a while anyway. You might as well just go.
Right.
So he fiddles with his tire for a while and then hands it to me. I had enough time to do 2 tires. Now I'm checking he hands me the thing, right? And I'm still trying to calculate which tire is the problem. And I don't know if I had a puzzled look, but he looked at me and he's like, if you just put the thing on, the number will come up. It'll tell you what your tire pressure is. And I was like, yeah.
That's convenient.
I'm like, yeah, okay. I kind of.
He thinks because you're a lady.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing.
So I kind of knew that already.
That's what it sounds like.
But I really wanted him to offer. I was like, do you want to do this?
Oh, we do that for you?
So all 4 were low. One was lower than others.
Right. Left rear.
Yes. There's a reason Joe knows which one it is. So I go to my parents' house. I leave. Light's not on. I was thinking, well, maybe it was the weather.
Yeah, that happens.
Cold
air.
Whatever. Because the others were low as well. They were in like the the 29-30 range. But the offending one was like much lower, like 17. So
Yikes.
I get home, and Monday, I really didn't think of it, and then I was on my way to Sean's, and I'm on 44, and I look down, and boom, the light's on again, and I went motherfucker, and then I'm like, okay, I was like, this is not a slow leak at all. Go! And I'm going to have to stop because I'm like, I didn't want to get on the highway with a rickety tire. So I get off and there's a Cumbies. Again, Cumbies is saving my life. So I pull into Cumbies.
And do they charge fare? Like you put like quarters in them?
Oh, God, yes. The only good thing I would say about Cumbies is that if you have the smart card, you can just swipe your smart card.
Oh, nice.
And it'll just charge you.
How much they
Connected
charge
to your account.
The $2.
$2?
Yeah, it's
per
$2.
tire? Or $2 for the whole thing?
$2 for like 4 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So I go and I'm still like, I'm not sure which tire is the offender. So I have to try all of them. So they're all pretty good except for one.
Mm-hmm.
And he was at like 19.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, this is not a slow leak. So I put air in it, and then I go to Sean's, and I left, and I'm like, crossing my fingers, like, please, that the light not be on. So, and I had told Jay, just in case of, like, I had to pull off or whatever the problem was on the way home.
Right.
And he's like,
Emergency.
yeah. And he goes, I think you need to get that fixed. I said, yeah, I think I do.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Captain.
Maybe.
It's like that thing in that Steve Martin thing in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles after they got robbed. He's like, gee, you think so?
We got robbed.
We've been robbed. Gee, you think so? So I made it home.
with the wrong guy.
And my plan was I didn't want to take it to this tire place because they usually try to upsell you.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this tire's junk. You need 4 new ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't think I do.
Especially the women.
And my nephew works at a dealership for the car that I have, but he's usually off Monday and Tuesday.
Oh.
So I said, well, that's not going to help me at all. So then I was like, oh, goddamn, Joe says he's working late.
Yeah.
But isn't it? I thought you were working much later. Because in my head, I'm like, when I get off work, I'll just go down there. And, if he's going to be there.
Yeah.
And we'll get it done. If anything can be done, we'll get it done. So I texted Joe, and he's like, yeah, I'm working until like 6. And I'm like, ooh. Because sometimes...
Yeah, Monday and Thursday is 8 o'clock.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For the holiday season. After that, it's back to normal.
So I was like, okay. I said, well, sometimes I don't get to log off right when I'm supposed to.
Right.
And I was like,
You're
I
working
didn't...
late hours.
Yeah, and I didn't want to have you wait around and all this other stuff. So, and I had, and I'll get into this, but I had a bitch of a day Tuesday. And it was awful.
Isn't normal?
I almost quit, but then that was moot because I almost got fired.
Oh, damn.
So,
Oh, you better quit before you get fired.
it was a whole thing, right? So Jay came home and we were chatting, and I had been updating him on the work situation. And then I said, I don't know. I was like, I don't want Joe to have to wait around. And then he said, well, I'll just take it now. I said, oh, that's great. So he took it. He was in the waiting room. He was giving me, he's like,
Updates.
he goes, I moved a chair. I said, why are you moving chairs in the waiting room? I didn't want to sit with people. So he moved a
He
chair.
had a mask on, too. I'm like, damn.
He moved a chair from
you don't
one
need a mask
side
anymore, Jay.
all the way to the other side.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to sit. And then he's like, they're watching the soccer or something.
Yeah, the World Cup.
He goes, I'm not. He goes, and somebody might want to talk to me about it. He's like, so I'm sitting way over here. And then there was I'm really not trying to
Do you really want
say
it?
anything.
It's a long freaking thing, the World Cup.
Yeah,
It's
like
weeks
4
and
weeks.
weeks. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's like 4 weeks. So then he started commenting on the people who were waiting.
Oh.
And he sent me a picture of some person.
Yeah.
And he goes,
Old guy?
no, it was a small lady. And he's like, look how small this lady is. She's so small. I was like, but when he took the picture, she was looking right at him.
Oh.
So I'm like, you got busted
Excuse
taking
me,
a photo.
sir.
And he's like, no, she just turned her head. It was just perfect timing. I'm like, no, it's not. She's staring at you.
And I was sending you pictures of like the nail and everything.
And then Joe's like, look, you got it. And I was like, great, my tire got nailed.
You had a nail in your tire the whole time?
Yeah, it was a.
Yeah.
Was it on the
decent
shoulder or
size.
the middle?
Right in the middle.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it was pluggable.
Yeah.
Good.
Fixed it up.
He goes,
Patched it up and sent her on the way.
he goes, you had a nail in your thing, and I'm like, oh, my tire got nailed, and he's like, yeah, I can fix it. I'm like, great. I didn't want to have to buy a new tire.
I saved the day.
It was patched. It was patched fairly quickly.
Yeah. Price was right.
Jake.
I was gonna give you my discount. My boss was like, "Yeah, that's on the house." I'm like, "Oh, sweet."
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Sweet."
Well, that was very nice.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Andrew, hey, that's all you get.
He gives you
I
a free
watched
service,
it.
and that's all you get.
He's the one that got the Shining quote.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I was like, oh, thank God, because I
I
didn't
checked
want
the
to.
other ones; they were all good. So
I really didn't want to have to be messing with that Thanksgiving weekend.
nope.
Like, oh,
Damn
My car
nails.
broke down.
yeah.
Have some turkey.
Everybody should stop littering nails.
I know. My mother goes. So I was telling my mom and dad over Thanksgiving, and my mom looks at me and goes, "How'd that happen? You don't go anywhere." I said, "No, I don't."
Well, that once a month.
I said, "No, I don't." So you figure my tires would be pristine.
Yeah.
And the gas would be full.
Yeah. Oh, I need gas.
Now you use regular or do you use like the premium?
Oh, I just
These prices, I go regular.
regular for me. It does the. What is she doing? Is she having a party up there?
Probably.
Dance Party USA up there?
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was perfect.
I don't know. So, oh,
Wow.
the trials and tribulations.
Yes.
Too much. Excuse me.
All right. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Went to my sister-in-law's family's house.
What was that?
Duxbury.
Duxbury. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Rich folk town.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
Yeah. Now, did you bring
Excuse
something
me.
or you just went
I just went with my parents.
nice?
What did you say? Did you break something?
No, bring something. Like,
Oh,
some people go,
I'm like-
I brought dessert.
why would you go there just to break something?
I brought a chair.
No, my mom brought some type of cookies,
No, nice.
and she also brought a thing of shrimp.
Like a shrimp
Okay.
cocktail.
Do you like shrimp?
I only like fried shrimp.
Oh, okay.
That's the only way I'll eat it. I don't
Okay.
like just taking the raw shrimp and dip it in the sauce. And,
That's old school.
that's not me.
Dipping in that sauce.
Cocktail sauce.
I have them fried. That's it.
Nice.
Everything was great.
Good.
Sweet.
Good. Jay had to bring his
Stuffing.
fucking biscuits and shitty stovetop stuffing. I do give him credit. He brings enough for everyone. But I'm like,
That was nice of him.
you're the only person who eats that.
Well, that means more leftovers for him afterwards.
Well, he was like, should I bother to bring it home? Should I bother? I was like, I don't think she needs your stuffing. She's got 2 of her own.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Probably. Yeah.
Now, what time did you guys eat?
I'm hungry.
I heard that, Sean. Sorry.
In my house, it's 1:30.
We got there around 1:30 and we ate around 3, I guess. 3:30.
You?
We got there by 2. I think we ate about 2:30, 2:45.
Oh wow,
Well,
they weren't messing
very
around.
specific.
They weren't messing around.
They're almost done with everything. My sister-in-law's father was already finishing up with the mashed potatoes.
Nice.
He had one of those electric things that was mushing it.
Yeah, remember when you were a kid and you're watching TV and all of a sudden the screen goes because your mom was making mashed potatoes?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm trying to watch this. These mashed potatoes are going to mash themselves.
So every year, my nephew's wife puts him in charge of the mashed potatoes, and he basically just throws them in a thing and like, so people not me now.
Oh.
I must say, not myself, but people have actively complained about his mashed potatoes.
Actively.
Lumpy?
Actively.
All right.
So last year,
Lumpy.
last year his brother decided he was going to make mashed potatoes, and he's a big CBD weed guy. So I was like, hey, don't you go putting any weed in the mashed potatoes. Because I won't.
It'll be a happy Thanksgiving then.
I won't feel anything. I'll just be happy. So he had done the mashed potatoes last year, and they were fine.
Okay.
But this year, they forego the mashed potatoes.
So no mashed potatoes
So
at
there
all?
were no mashed potatoes at all.
What? That's sacrilegious.
And there was, her like cousins were there, and they had 2 little kids, and one of the little kids was like devastated there was no mashed potato. There's no mashed potatoes. Well, I'm not gonna eat turkey then. I was like, wow, you sacrificing everything, huh?
It's not
Jeez.
complete.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I was fine. She made a like a
It's
garlic.
like a staple.
She made like a garlic parmesan rice thing. It's
Ooh.
delicious. I loved it. I was like, I'm fine eating this.
There you go. My mom made tortellini soup.
Tortellini soup.
It's good. Just tortellini and broth.
Hence the soup.
Fucking delicious.
Hence the soup.
There you go.
Was it like cheese tortellini or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very good. Got all the fixins, you know.
All the fixins.
All the staples.
Very nice.
Rolls.
Yeah. It was
And those fancy plates.
ooh, fancy plates.
They're like oval, not circle. So they
Okay.
can hold more.
So they can hold more. Well, we had plastic plates, which are fine, but they were like the sturdy plastic, like you could.
Like Chinette.
I don't know, maybe they weren't like paper plates. They were solid.
Nice.
No bending. No bending under the gravy weight. Yeah. So it was good. I mean,
So you traveled. You didn't stay home.
Yeah, but he only lives like 20 minutes away, and it's a straight shot for me down the highway.
Sweet.
And poor Jay had to get up for work this morning.
What time did you get up?
4:30.
Damn.
Yeah. His usual time.
He's off Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
Or was he on call?
Well, he's always on call, but
That sucks.
it's very, very likely he won't be called in.
Like
I
Dad.
haven't really heard from him all day today, so I don't know. I was like, I said, he goes, it's going to be a very, I don't know how he worded it, but basically it sounded like he was just going to float through the day. They expected light traffic for the city, so he was
no
like,
schools.
yeah, so he was like, I'm going to go into the city and check out some stations and
Look at
stuff
the
like
Black
that.
Friday
And,
shoppers, though.
oh, Black Friday.
I wonder what the big thing is this year.
I don't know. Usually it's like electronics and shit.
I miss hearing about brawls and shit.
I heard the PS6 is coming.
What? I just got a PS5!
I heard the
Are you
PS6
fucking with me?
is in the works. Sorry.
I'm not.
I don't know if it's true or not, but I mean, that's what I heard.
I'm sure it is.
I'm not. Well,
It's
I mean.
the PS10.
That's what they do.
Called
As
the
soon as you
PSX.
get your hands on the newest one,
Oh, my poor mom.
guess what's coming out next?
I seen the cell phones, the iPhone 25, iPhone 37. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah. They could do a new iPhone every year. My poor mom's like, where's the video?
Where's the beef? I got some stuff here.
I thought you were recording today. What the hell?
I know. I just said no, but it's gonna be up soon. We gotta cut the video. We gotta cut the video portion.
Did you ever go sledding as a kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Down.
When was the last time you went sledding?
Ooh, jeez.
Like 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I was a teenager. There was I say was like it's not there anymore. It most certainly is. Around the corner from my parents' house, there's a cemetery.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we
And
ever try that?
The back of the cemetery,
Jeez.
there's a steep hill, and that's where all the kids used to go sledding. Is in the
Where
cemetery.
does it go lead to? Like just a flat clearing? Or?
Yeah, it just leads down the hill.
Nice.
Now,
Now
bitch about that is you got to avoid tombstones.
Now, did you use like a tube? Like tubing? Like a
Just a regular,
like a pool float, but it's like for sledding?
no, just like a little plastic sled. I think that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I think I was like, it's like 20 years ago. It was at Strawberry Valley.
Oh, okay. The golf
Yeah.
course. A lot of people used to go sledding there.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I forget where I used to sled.
It's fun, but painful.
I had one of the classic ones that was half wood and half metal.
Oh wow,
With the frame.
jeez,
Damn.
you old school, huh? Woo-wee.
Back in the 40s.
Ralphie. Jeez.
Damn.
My sister-in-law asked me yesterday if I saw that.
Oh, did she?
The one that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
She wasn't too crazy about it.
Okay.
Like, it's nothing like the first one.
No, of course not. It's been 40 years.
Now you saw it.
I did.
What did you think?
I loved it.
Okay.
Got me right in the feels.
My sister texted me and she's like, "Have you seen this?" And I said, "Yes, I have."
It was
And
done very well.
She said, "I don't know, I might watch it." And I said, "Don't watch it if you don't want to be sad." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, why am I going to be sad?" And I said, "Well, I can't tell you, but it's kind of a little bit, you'll feel."
It was good. I like how they referenced everything.
Yeah.
You know, the blue ball.
Yeah.
That's a blue ball.
The bowling ball, yeah. My mom actually.
Thanks a lot.
Us talking about it a couple weeks ago, my mom was like, because she's never seen the original Christmas Story.
What?
I know.
Jesus.
And
That one's on the board now too.
so she goes, I might watch the first one and then watch the sequel thing. And I said,
That's a good way to do
she's
it.
like, I
Back-
might binge the
back to
whole
back.
thing. And I was like, oh yeah, you should do that.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Especially if you haven't seen the first one.
Well, I'm happy that if it was going to get made, that it was Peter Billingsley who did it.
Yes.
Right.
So that at least you have that
done
continuity.
right.
Yeah.
And I love that a lot of the original cast is back.
Yeah.
Everyone except the mom.
Yeah, she wouldn't come back. She's
She
retired.
did. Never
You think
great.
you'd-
That's the only thing I didn't like about it.
I
Was
think
like,
you would say yes and just come out of retirement for this one thing.
right. Like,
I know.
pay her double. Fuck.
Pay her double.
Bill Short, Flick, the brother, the bully, the freaking. I don't know if the Santa Claus was the same guy.
I don't think the Santa was the same guy, but I
Yeah.
feel like the elves were.
Maybe.
But maybe not.
A lot of people here, so get going.
And he had the same problem with his car too, like his dad.
Oh yeah, the
Goddamn
radiator.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
wow.
new furnace.
Tinker Toys.
She'll never buy it.
Tinker.
I love that movie. It's so good.
Yes, it was.
I brought out. I wasted zero time. We had the tree up last week, and
Yeah.
then we came home from Thanksgiving, and I was puttering around doing stuff, and then I grabbed all my Christmas movies and brought them in the living room. And Jay's like, "Wow," he goes, "You're not even waiting for midnight, huh?" I said, "Nope,
Let's do it.
I'm ready to go. Let's go."
I have a small tree for the apartment, but it's not going up until December 1st.
Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
To me, that's when it's time.
Well, I don't know. I like LEDs. So I like Christmas lights. So it's like,
It's nice.
I understand this time for outdoor lights. It's warmer
Yeah.
now than it will be in a few weeks.
yeah.
But maybe in an
Yeah.
apartment.
I've been seeing a lot more outside decoration. Like
Yeah,
people.
There's a show
I've already seen
for a
some.
competition about that. The great.
Oh yeah, the Great Christmas Light Fight.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I've seen that. Some of those, like I'll watch that, and Jay will be like,
No.
Are you getting ideas?" He goes, "There
I was
was
gonna say,
one."
which one of
The
you is going to
electric
be
bill must
saying
be
we should try
huge.
that?
Well, some of these are like really, really elaborate.
Yeah.
And then Jay was looking at, and they show you kind of like how they set it up and stuff. And some of these people have to put like
They have to
like
get a loan from the
ground
bank
outlets.
to pay for the.
They got to do like ground outlets and stuff like that.
Damn.
One person had to do a whole separate like breaker box just for their lights and stuff.
Wow, damn.
So Jay looks at me and he's like, "If you want to do that," I was like, "We're not doing like
I win.
we're not doing like a whole separate breaker box just for Christmas lights." I was like, "That's
And
a bit
who would
extreme."
judge a like Christmas lights? Like,
I don't know.
we got a special judge.
Yeah.
I saw that commercial. I'm like, wow.
Oh, if you saw a commercial, I guess they're doing it again this year.
Yeah. I think it comes out like next week or something.
I like those. Oh, I like Christmas lights.
Yeah.
And especially around this time of year, because it fucking gets dark at like 3:30.
Yeah.
And it's like, ugh, you just need something to sparkle your evening. Sparkle it up.
That's the only thing I keep up all year round.
Yeah.
Remember, I got Christmas lights around the top of the wall.
Me too.
Sometimes if I don't want to turn the other lights on, those are good enough.
There you go.
If I don't want it too bright in the room, and
Very festive.
yeah,
It is. And I hadn't turned mine on in a couple of months, I think. And Jay turned them on and he goes, "Half of them are out. Can
One
we?"
goes out, they all go out.
Yeah. And he's like, "Can we put up new ones?" Yes, we can. And we're
To
gonna.
ask you twice.
That's the weekend now. He's like, "Oh boy." Hang on a second. Prayers for the old lights. Okay.
All right.
So we had a winner last week.
We did.
winner,
Nope.
winner.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's what the winner gets.
It was from Sean's quote from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Yes.
Yes.
Pee Wee's
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Big Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Yes.
Who
That
won?
was a twofer.
A
Carrot,
twofer.
Yeah, she won 2 cards, right? No, one.
No, it was a one.
It was 1 card. Never mind.
The one prior to that
that
was a
one,
2
all right.
because nobody had won the one prior.
Okay.
And I figured. That,
Don't get me nervous now.
and I figured last
All right.
week's would be like too easy. But
Yeah.
that quote popped in my head while I was driving somewhere, and I just started cracking up laughing.
Mm.
And I'm like, all right, we should do that for a quote.
All right. So this week is only worth 1.
Yes.
Are you
Uno.
ready?
Ready, Joe?
Are you ready?
Ready, Santa?
Listen, I want a fucking car right fucking now. Comment below.
You're fucked.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you've woken from your turkey coma, we will see you next time. We don't see you through the week. We will see you through the window.
Peekaboo. All right. Have a great
Down the
weekend.
table.
Now it's time to get ready to switch over to the audio for the new segment of In This Corner of Hashtag Just Saying. Saying.